The following video was recorded Monday and Tuesday. I planned to upload it yesterday, but as I'm actually uploading, I get wind that Anita Fuentes and her ministry has released the copyright claims on the channel. Either way, I still think it's very important to upload the video. This is not to throw salt on a wound or anything like that, but I do feel that it is extremely important that each one of us learns a very big lesson about this, and that Anita Fuentes understands that what she's been doing is inappropriate. So I say this because as the video is about to start playing, I want you to understand that you're watching a video in retrospect, something that was up to yesterday. As of today, the copyright claims are removed. Either way, I think it's very important for you to understand the issues that were going on behind the scenes as to why I was not able to upload a video above 15 minutes. Here you go. Romans 12:17 through 19. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. And it even says further, let's keep on reading it. Great verse here. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. What an amazing verse. Amazing verse there. Now, the reason I'm making this video, it's in response to Anita Fuentes and her husband's legal threat. Last week, a video that I had made about approximately, and I'm horrible with dates here, but approximately about 1.5 to 2 years old, it was flagged down on YouTube. So it was my right to counter it. So I went ahead and I countered it. After countering it, I was thinking to myself, could it have been them? I don't really think they would do that because, I mean, why are they even going through such extents to do what they're doing? I haven't made a video about them in a hot minute now. But there are a lot of people making videos about them, and those videos that people are making about them, in my opinion, of course, they're warranted. Some can be taken overboard, of course, but for the most part, it's been on legitimate issues, in my opinion, of course. But I can't say that for all, because YouTube can become a very difficult place, and some people can take it overboard, and you have to be careful with that too. So I went ahead and I wrote her. I found her email on her YouTube channel. So I write her and I say, hello, God bless. I hope this email finds you doing well. There is someone copywriting videos and placing your name on them as if it's you. I did a grammar issue there. I'm sorry. Did you copyright my video? I ask. It's all right if you did, as I already submitted a counter on it. Just at least want to verify that it was you. Thank you. Neftali. Why? Because I'm still to this point thinking that it's probably not even her. If I were to tell you how many times I've been copyrighted, you would laugh. I go through this all the time. So this is nothing new to me, but at least I didn't just want to jump the gun and say it was her without verifying it with her first. Her response was a legal threat. If you have countered, please know that we're prepared to file a lawsuit in order to keep the content from being restored to YouTube. We are prepared to file an action via court order, which includes but not limited to defamation and libel along with the copyrighted material. In response, I said, if I may humbly ask, do you happen to have the document or certification number of such said content used of yours, proving that it was submitted to the United States Copyright Office? I asked so that I can search the database via www.copyright.gov, and if such said item was documented as copyrighted, I will verify it via there. Thank you and God bless. So I haven't had a response to that, but being that she threatened legal action, I did consult with a lawyer. You see, this happens a lot, and this has happened to me before. So there's a brother in Christ. His name is Robert Reed. You have his website on here, Law Office of Robert Reed. And he's a great brother in the Lord. He's helped me out before, and he's an amazing guy. All I had to do was just send him a message, run by him the situation, gave me great legal counsel, and he didn't charge me anything. Good dude. He's helped me out before, and he's an amazing guy, and the great thing about it is that he's in the same state as Anita Fuentes. That's the amazing part here. So anyway, as I talked to him, and I'm not going to share what he told me or didn't tell me, but he's a good brother, and I thank him for it. Brother Rob also has a Christian music channel, and I'll put a link to it right here on the screen. I think he actually lets people actually use the Christian music without any copyright or anything like that too. So if you're a person that's looking for music for your videos that you won't get copyrighted with, he's the man as well for that. So check out that music channel he has there and tune into it. Aside from that, what I can tell you is that the reason I personally, this is not based on his advice or anything like that, this is just me personally, the reason I asked for the copyright or certification number is because according to copyright.gov, which is the United States Copyright Office, on their frequently asked questions, do I have to register with your office to be protected? No. In general, registration is voluntary. Copyright exists from the moment the work is created. You will have to register, however, if you wish to bring a lawsuit for infringement of a U.S. work. See Circular 1, Copyright Basics sections, and there is a link for you. So if you want a link to this, just visit the website and go in and find it yourself. Bottom line is that people making threats such as these are most of the time very much bogus. And that's why I'm operating in good faith and asking you, hey, have you registered it with them? Haven't had a reply yet. If you did indeed register it, by all means, I know you're watching this video, Anita. Feel free to send me an email with the number and I can verify via there. It's pretty much that simple. But one thing I can tell you is that I want to just give you my humble opinion on why you're going through what you're going through on YouTube. And this is just my humble opinion on it. Now, one thing I do want to do, I know that Anita Fuentes and her husband are going to be watching this. And I just want you to know that I hold no ill will towards you. I'm not the type of a guy to say, oh, we're going to take you to court right back. I don't do that type of stuff. You see, I think that type of stuff is kind of corny, to be honest with you, in terms of ministries doing that. On top of that, you have to remember one very important thing here. That a lot of what is happening on YouTube in terms of the videos that people have been making about you as of late, it is in part a response to the actions that you have taken. And you have to be accountable for that. You have to take time to say, you know what? I probably have caused a lot of the issues that are happening to me on YouTube. That doesn't apply to everything. But it certainly does apply to the fact that whenever you make a public video, and in your public video, I have a snapshot of it here. This is not something that you can copyright, by the way. This is simply a snapshot, a YouTube snapshot. I'm not playing the video, so don't even try that. But on it, when you read things like this in public, and this is your words on here, I have a snapshot of it. Of course, I encourage people to go to listen to that and search for the video yourself so that I'm not taking any of her words out of context, so that you can listen to the whole thing. When you state things like this, on average donation range is $15. To put this into perspective, we currently have a 2016 monthly budget of approximately $50,000. And then you say, probably shocks some of you, doesn't it? Absolutely, that shocks a lot of people. How is that not going to shock a lot of people? That you're spending a budget, you're projecting a budget of $50,000 per month. So when you say things like this, you have to understand that this is going to cause a reaction from people. And then that leads to the honest question that I have is, how is it that on one end you're proclaiming a heartfelt letter that you're struggling financially? How is it that on one end you have a GoFundMe page, and this is not something you can copyright either. You didn't create GoFundMe nor YouTube. These are public images from public websites where you're claiming that you need $100,000 there, $50,000 over there. How is it that you need all this money, but you have money to threaten lawsuits? That's just an honest question. You have to understand, you have to have common sense, and you have to say, okay, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, if it's 11:59 as I proclaim, because that's your niche, it's 11:59 people, time's about up. Maybe, just maybe, I would have rather used the funds to preach the gospel than to sue people. Because after all, it's 11:59, right? Just thinking here. Or maybe, just maybe, if I'm going to be asking for $100,000, if I'm going to be asking for $50,000, maybe, just, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be threatening lawsuits, because it's going to look very ugly that you proclaim that you're broke, yet you have money for a lawyer, to hire a lawyer to be able to sue people. That's just an opinion here. According to your GoFundMe, and once again, this is a public website that you chose to use, we are desperately needing $100,000 to launch an official Open Your Eyes People studio and Emo F church location. So if you're desperately needing money to preach the gospel, then why are you trying to threaten with people that you're going to sue them? That also leads to the next question. What money are you going to be using to sue people? Right? Allegedly, you don't work according to your own words in your videos. Your husband doesn't work according to your words in your own video. So what money are you going to be using to hire a lawyer? That's just very honest questions that you have to understand that people are going to ask themselves. Think about it. As of this point that I know, there are allegedly over 15 channels easily that have been false flagged at the moment. If you're going to threaten a lawsuit on each one of those cases, right now on this GoFundMe, you have $13,000 that people have donated to in the last 15 days. What would those 167 people that have donated in this last 15 days think if they were to find out that you at the moment are threatening lawsuits? You can't be that broke if you're threatening lawsuits, folks. So what I'm trying to tell you here, man, is that you need to really start thinking and stop acting so prideful, dude. You know, and stop making the decisions that you're making, man. Because all of these decisions are what are causing you the major problems that you're having on YouTube. On my end, the video I made about you was about 2 years old. If you had a problem with it, you could have brought it up then. Not only that, but this leads me to another thing here. If you preach the gospel and someone makes a video about you, websites about you, because it's happened to me and it happens to me still, so what? At the end of the day, responding to any accusations is as simple as making a video and responding to. But if you're going to threaten lawsuits on everyone who disagrees with you on something, that is ridiculous. And that is something that is kind of pointless also. I don't know what on earth has happened to a lot of ministries as of late. A lot of people, a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters are collapsing right before your very eyes. And I honestly don't get it. You know, it's pretty saddening, to be honest with you. Pride not only comes in the financial part. Pride comes even in the views. There's a lot of people that quit making videos because they don't get enough views, believe it or not. Pride also comes in the amount of subscribers. There are people that stop making videos because they don't have enough subscribers. And that does happen too. So in some cases, for some people, pride can be affecting them financially, where they decide to make decisions that are inappropriate and start hounding people for funds. And in other cases, it could be something else. So during all of this, it's very important for you to pray for Anita Fuentes, for any ministry that you like or follow, because at the end of the day, you know, we can all fall, right? So it's very important to stay in prayer. And it's very important for you to pray for that Anita Fuentes household, now more than ever, in Jesus' mighty name. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. In my case, I can't spend a dime on any lawyers. I'm not going to do that. But there are people out there, unbelievers, who have made videos about Anita that I believe have also been flagged. And do you think that some of these people care? They don't care, dude. So you need to be very careful, Anita, on who you picking a fight with, man. Because on my case, you ain't going to get a fight. But there's a lot of people out there that have family members that are lawyers, that have friends that are lawyers. In my case, did you even think that I had a lawyer in your same state that is a brother in Christ that would help me out so kindly? You didn't think that, right? So imagine the other amount of people out there that you threaten lawsuits to that have no problem spending money on lawsuits that go nowhere. Do you not think that people do that? People do that, man. People do that. So stop thinking so recklessly. Because one day you're going to mess with the wrong person by flagging their videos and by threatening lawsuits. And these people, when they go to court, they don't mind involving the IRS. They don't mind involving all of these different agencies that are going to audit the daylights out of you. And then what you're going to do, right? You don't want none of that. And you're looking for a lot of trouble from a lot of different people by acting the way that you're acting. And in my case, listen, you know what? Like I said, you don't scare me, nor am I something to try to scare you. I'm simply trying to let you know that if you're wondering why a lot of people are upset with you on YouTube, it's simply because of the silliness that's been happening as of late, dude. So that's pretty much it. God bless you guys. I love you guys very, very much. And that is the reason why I haven't been able to upload a video above 15 minutes this past week. But I expect that to be fixed within the next 2 weeks when copyright is resolved, either in my favor or not in my favor. And if it's not resolved in my favor, then it's because she actually went through with the lawsuit. And then at that point in time, we'll handle it when it handles it. But I can't tell you that anything that I get from her or anybody representing her, I will publicly demonstrate it to you. And like I said, I'm still praying for her, for her family, and that's pretty much it. All right, so God bless you guys, and I wish you guys the best. God bless.